Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Telarus Executive Interview. My name is Richard Murray, Chief Commercial Officer for Telarus. Today, I am joined by National Vice President of the Indirect Channel at Lumen, Sara Seegers. Sara, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Richard, the pleasure is absolutely mine. So thrilled to be here, and obviously with one of our premier partners. Happy to have a conversation with you today.
Awesome. Well, I want to just jump right in, I think, to what the burning question is going to be for everybody around all of the exciting and new changes that have been occurring at Lumen and over the last several months, including a new CEO, a new CFO. From your vantage point, what excites you most about having this new leadership team in?
Wow, Richard, how much time do you have? Exciting is probably an understatement. Kate Johnson came from Microsoft, just a leader of leaders relative to how the channel can enable growth for a company. Combined with Chris Stansberry, our CFO, I think a lot of companies talk about the investment they want to make in growth, but this team is absolutely demonstrating it. Less than 30 days into the job, they were both sitting with our advisory council. Obviously, you a big part of that. But you're seeing it from our full ecosystem, and that's a statement on our product, service delivery, operations, a true commitment, and executing in the field on what's going to make a difference for our partners and their experience.
Excellent. Now let's shift just a little bit to you. You've seen so much in your time. You've been a leader at Lumen for a long time. You had come from the direct side. You've now been involved in the channel, I believe, for a little bit over a year. In that time period, what types of improvements in the partner experience have you seen and been able to help drive?
Yeah, I can honestly say, and I quit counting at 20 years, that our commitment to the partners is stronger than ever. And when I say commitment, I think it sounds a little cliche when you say partner experience, but it's truly that journey. We owe our partners a return on investment. I know that the one thing that they don't have enough time, or I should say, is the critical element for them is their time. And I need to make sure they have the absolute payback on their time if they're going to invest in Lumen in our partnership. With that, I talk about the journey from quote to cash. And if they're going to propose a service from Lumen, I need to make sure that that whole experience for their clients, as well as themselves, is one that gives them the greatest payback. In the journey of that, from what the client's going to feel from, all right, we're quoting, what's the win rates of what they're quoting, and also what's the service delivery and customer experience throughout the lifecycle journey that we can build upon. I'm a big fan of Gartner, and what it is value, execution, and payback. And that's not just for the clients they support, but also the partners that we're here to support on that journey.
So what are some of the ways that you've seen the channel embrace as you try to lead into that, the evolution of digital enablement and the next generation services? Where have you seen the best strides made?
I just love what you said, because it needs to start with digital enablement so that it's the ease of doing business. And then I'm going to complement it with a people resource. I think we had to pivot on that strategy, where it usually was how many people can we allocate to something versus how do we digitally enable and proactively feed information to our partners. The other side of it is educating. There are +1 conversations we can have, and not only are we investing in our channel managers in the field to support the educations of that, but we're also investing in our advanced solution consultants. So as we're having, not only from a telco to tech, co-innovating together, we need to bring the resources up front to create the aha moments of why the customer is going to want to start with us and grow with us together.
So as Lumen continues to transform itself and have more focus on next generation services and tries to help, as you said, educate partners into doing that, where do you feel like the greatest opportunity for partners is with Lumen?
Yeah, I think it's where the power of technology intersects. You know, I came, again, I said 20+ years, and we have great tradition in what would be legacy telecommunications, but we're also co-innovating with a lot of technology companies that are actually part of the Lumen portfolio. A great example would be Black Lotus Labs and threat intelligence. So people didn't think of us as a security company, yet we have this amazing threat intelligence that really complements what would be, as an example, traditional internet. Those are the conversations we're having across the board. Unified communications falls into that category as well. A lot of legacy traditional voice services, but when you really look at it as an application, And you look at the portfolio of companies that began the Lumen platform and brand, that's when you create the aha moments for our clients where we can really bring some synergies together of where all of that intersects. That is a great value for our partners.
And I know many of our partners have won some very large deals with advanced service opportunities with Lumen. And things that people don't always think of is, oh, hey, this is a Lumen service. What are some of the products, some of those technology areas where you feel like partners should be thinking of Lumen more often?
Right. Right now you can look at all the buzz in the traditional services of the next gen WAN. People would say SASE. Well, really, that's a journey of understanding where their WAN is today, understanding their cloud strategies, understanding their remote workforce strategies, and where that all comes together truly becomes that journey. So I'm almost pivoting my team to quit saying, let's just talk about SaaS, but what's that evolution of how we can bring our clients along their journey as they're defining their security policies, their cloud strategy. People didn't think of Lumen that way, but when we bring the pieces together, that's the aha moment of, wow, we need to be thinking differently. And to be honest, Lumen needs to be speaking differently. And perhaps it's how we market it or evangelize that we're changing our language as well.
Excellent. I think as that continues to evolve and we continue to work together to figure out what that next gen looks like and how we get there together, there's some incredible opportunities there. And I know one thing that you guys are trying to do to help highlight that and bring those out is you've created some very specific and incredible incentives. In fact, pretty aggressive in terms of what we've seen in the space. Why don't you talk through some of those incentives that are out there?
Yeah, if we talk about these great things of partner experience, we got to really put our money where our thoughts are, and that is to make sure we're driving the right behaviors and hosting those growth agenda conversations. So, one, partner activation. We want to understand and learn from those that maybe aren't doing business with Lumen today, how we can enhance their experience and bring these products. So we have some great activator programs. New logos, I think, are in the best interest of all of us because as we earn that opportunity, we're going to put that ecosystem behind our clients and partners to have the next conversations that become the growth for all of us. So a lot of new logo incentives as well. You said the word large deals. And we're actually calling a large deal. We're starting at a pretty low number because we want to incent, again, the greater growth agenda and in turn represent a great attractive incentive plan for our programs around large deals.
Excellent. Yeah, like I said, I think that the incentives that you have are unique in the market. You've got some good attractive things out there for partners to look at, whether they're able to grow an existing customer with a large new technology or bringing a new logo to Lumen. Good opportunities for incentives there. Now, as we take a step back from that and we look at within your role as firmly in place as the leader of the channel, what are your closing thoughts and the direction that you want to make sure that our partners walk away with around where you want the channel to go?
Yeah, I want them to know that their voice is not only heard, but it has become even louder within Lumen. And that's not to say it wasn't heard last year, but we are building our own investments around the channel and the partners. I think the word enablement is sometimes overlooked or assumed. When I talk about enablement, it's what you just said. How can I digitally enable? How can I bring resource to educate their clients and our partners? How can I ensure a great service delivery experience? So when I talk about the full partner experience, I really want them to know the investment that we're putting behind them. We can talk about marketing programs. I want to create marketing programs for your agents, partners, that really align with their growth areas, because what we're seeing is aha moments with our clients when we do that together. And I want to bring the whole experience, the whole journey with a partner and let them know that we're invested in it on every facet that's going to create really the aha moments for our clients and themselves.
And here's what I've come to know about you is the sincerity and the genuineness and all of those things that you're talking about I know are going to happen because you don't talk about things that you're not going to go make happen.
I appreciate that because I think feedback is an absolute gift and I would welcome any conversation with anyone. I truly believe we learn from those that we solve great things with. And I also learned from those that said, Lumen, if you could do this, this is how we could grow together. And quite frankly, you're going to see an equal investment on both sides of the house in that regard.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Sara, for joining us here today. Any closing thoughts? Anything that we may have missed that you want to leave our partners with today?
I think we have done great things together, but I think we have hit the tip of the iceberg. And some people might say, wow, Sara, that is an amazing growth trajectory you must have in your mind. But that's truly what I believe. I think when we open to the advanced conversations, we can multiply the opportunity for all of us to not only make great money, but bring great money to our clients and help them make great money as they drive revenue for their organizations. And that really comes from us collaborating together. And that's the fun part of what I do, is talking to partners and learning from them, and then executing against what I've learned in the team around me.
Excellent. Well, thank you. One of our oldest and strongest relationships in the channel with Lumen. And like you say, there's still room to grow, which is saying something. So thank you so much for giving our partners some thoughts around how we grow together, some of the exciting new changes in your leadership systems, processes, and incentives there at Lumen. It's a great executive interview. That's all we have here today. For everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm Richard Murray, and that's all for today.